Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Paranormal Question of the Day. We're right back right after a short message.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Paranormal Question of the Day. We do live podcasts with live guests, live paranormal investigations as well. We do product reviews, so sit back, enjoy the channel, get popcorn, get a soda, and I'll see you soon.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's live broadcast. And my guests will be up here shortly. They actually headed to an Airbnb. So when he comes on, I will bring him on. Other than that, welcome to the live stream, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday. Getting close to that weekend and the weekend grind, as they say. Weekend warrior weekend, if you are doing that and getting projects done. I know I will. It's also anniversary weekend. So, other than that, yeah, we're just going to wait for Robert to come in. And if anybody has any questions or whatnot, please leave it in the comments and I will tackle them as much as possible. But other than that, I hope everybody has been enjoying the stream lately. Like I said, new this year is the background and all that stuff. And actually, my stuff died in the background. So here we are. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on. Hopefully my voice doesn't sound too gurgly. In my ears it does, but hopefully it does not sound like that coming over the stream. And we'll get Robert in shortly. Other than that, I hope everybody enjoyed the stream on Monday. Promotional stream for Broadhead Manor for the Beard Brawl that's happening this weekend on the 5th and 6th of June. And if you haven't been to Broadhead, get there soon. Lots of cool stuff that's going to be unveiled this weekend, so definitely want to go check that out. And if you haven't been there in a while, now is a good time to go. If you have a beard or not, it's still a family fun atmosphere, and definitely get down to Broadhead, Wisconsin. So meet a lot of cool people. A few people from All Access Network that I was just recently on with Nathaniel Elwell and his girlfriend Morgan, and then Gwen Johns. She is going to be there as well, along with Bill and a few other people that are going to be there as hosts. And plus, there are going to be ghost tours and stuff like that going on. So, but yeah, that's what's cooking. Hey, Roger, how's it going? No live on YouTube. That's not good. Should be live. Hold on, let me see up there. Yeah, they got checks saying it's live. So hopefully check the BB3 TV network YouTube page or my YouTube page, which is MGS Paranormal 4258. Check it out there. See if we're live there. Other than that, well, I'm sorry. StreamYard has let me down. Good old StreamYard. But yeah, definitely check that and see where that is. I don't understand why it would not be live. But thank you for letting me know. I'll check it myself real quick here while we got time. Don't mind me. He's not in here yet, so we just gotta wait. Well, Poopy, I don't understand why it's not showing me live. Let's see here. This is a little crazy here, but crap. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go there. Let's go here. While we're waiting for him to come in. Well, interesting. Anyhow, well, we'll have to figure something out here. Maybe I can switch it over. Oh, I am live on YouTube. Okay, thank you, Shadow Paxis. By any chance, which one is it live under? Is it the MGO's Paranormal or the BB3 TV network? Because up here in the corner it shows that I have check marks on all of them saying that my stream is available, but for some reason on my YouTube it's not showing. So, and like I said, we're just waiting for my guest to come in, and hopefully he'll be here soon. Okay, here we go. Lost my Streamline thing. Okay, MGS. Okay, good. Good. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it. Like I said, we're waiting. He got caught up in traffic and he's heading to an Airbnb, so I'm just kind of waiting for that to, so to speak, get going on that. Dun. Come on here. Oh. All right. Okay, that's just not working the way how I want it. Nope. Come on. Sorry. My computer is acting up as usual. Hold on, Robert. I'll be there in a second. I don't know why crap just never works for me. There we go. There you go. Sorry, my friend.
You are totally fine, dude.
This goddamn StreamYard's pissing me off lately. All to do to get a second.
Technology at its finest.
Oh yeah, it is. I mean, it's like I'm trying to get a second screen so I can see my questions down below. Like, you know, how I have to blow them up. And it's like it screwed me all up. It's like I don't want to be in there twice. All right. Let's let you get all set up here.
Okay. How's that working? That looking
looking good.
fancy?
Looking good. Can hear you pretty good. So
yeah, as long as you can hear me.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Well, welcome to the stream. We have Mr. Robert Gray with us live from Airbnb. Whereabouts are you at the Airbnb, I might add?
I am in Moline, Illinois, just across the border from Iowa.
Oh, so what brings you there?
I am actually on a little bit of a trip heading towards Illinois, and I'm wondering if anybody out there can guess possibly where I'm heading to. I'll leave it at a question mark and see if anybody wants to chime in and take a crack at where I'm going.
I'm guessing Rock Island.
Okay. I'm not going to say yes or no yet. I want, others to partake in the guess.
Pine Lawn Manor.
Possibly. Maybe. Question mark.
I want to get there myself. It looks creepy as shit.
Don't we all? Don't we all?
We'll let the chat chime in and all that's great fun. So we are live on YouTube for MGS Paranormal and BB3 TV Network, and also live on Paranormal Brew for Facebook. So there was a small intro this morning or today. I had to get rid of the other one because there was a discrepancy with my intro from Monday's show.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, good old CapCut screwed me over. You know those templates that they have on there?
Yeah.
It says, okay, now you can put your logo on that and stuff.
Yeah.
So I did that. Turn it all into a video. I got copyrighted.
Oh, well, that's nice.
I'm like, then why do you let us put our logos in there and use it on a video?
Yeah, just the dumbest stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well, somebody from the Philippines used a copyright issue on me. So
yeah.
Saying it's his stuff. And I checked out. It's not even his stuff.
No. Lies.
Other than that, so how you doing there, my friend? It's been a while since I've
I'm
had you
doing,
on
I'm
and seen
doing.
you in person.
It's been a hot minute for sure. I was trying to think where it might have been, and I think it might have been Bango. I'm not 100% on
That's what
that.
I'm thinking. Bingo.
Yep. Uh, that had to been what, like 3 years probably now. So it's been a hot
Yeah,
minute
two,
for
three
sure.
years. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. A lot of shit's gone down since then. I lost my gig at the jail.
Yeah.
Uh,
Saw that.
and that was not good. And then one of my teammate uh,
Mm-hmm.
ended up going to prison.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah, doing some dumb stuff in the background and had no idea what was going on. And if I would have known, oh, who knows? I'd probably be there too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well, good thing you're not.
yeah, so he's rotting for the next 45 years.
Wow.
So I'll be happy if shit, he'd probably be gone in 10 years.
Yeah.
Um, Anyway, so yeah, so a few things like that has happened, and then life has happened with my wife. The way how sickness has been with her, I was in the hospital for 8 months for pancreatitis, and
Ugh.
end up taking her pancreas out and
Wow.
doing a double bypass, tying her small intestines to her stomach,
Jeez.
and the duodenum that's below the small intestines, they had to open that up a lot more so it can flow through. So ever since then, she's hasn't been able to go to work and probably won't be able to go to work because
Wow.
there's been a lot of complications afterwards.
I
So
would assume there would be with such
yeah.
a, yeah.
So it's just day by day, and hopefully something will change and get a little help from the Social Security for her. But they're denying her on that too for the last two passes.
Well, of course, so they have other things to waste their money on, you know? So, but
Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Good old government.
Yeah, good old government. So, what you been doing in the last couple of years and stuff like that? I see you've been hot on TikTok there for your cemetery finds and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
before we get into that, though, let the people know who you are and how long you've been in the paranormal field and what got you started.
Um, so Robert Gray, co-founder of the small little group of Paranormal Mania. There's only two of us, Sarah and myself. We basically found each other by mistake at an event at one of our, we call it, every team has their home. We always say there's every paranormal team out there has their home, the one that got them started, the one that they originate, and they just, no matter what, they always gravitate to. For us, it's Melbourne Manor. We've always been there. We've been there. I couldn't count the times, how many times I've actually been to this dang place. But so we met there for an event. It was Dustin Perry was there, and I kind of just was doing it on a whim. I was kind of in a funk. I was going through a really bad stuff in my life, and I
Hmm.
just wanted to get out and like do something a little bit odd. Because being like most people out there that are maybe watching this or listening in, they find that TV show or the hook that gets you, and you watch it and it starts to open up your template, your book, and you're
Hmm.
thinking about this stuff. And that's what it was for me. I remember watching those shows. Ghost Hunters was the one that kind of started it. There was the Penn State one. There was all these other ones that are coming out. I was so captivated by this, you know, this curiosity for the unknown. And I've always been that way. I've
Hmm.
always lived in that sense of wanting to know a little bit of the answer to all these questions of the unknown. That's kind of the way that the human species is in a way. So I went to this event at Malvern. I end up finding out that out of like the 30, 40 people that were there was only two of us that were actually from Iowa. And Sarah happened to be one of them, and I was the other. And she said, I'm going to come back to this place. I'm like, cool. Do you have a group? Like, and she's like, no, I'm just going to do it by myself. And I'm like, use out your mind. If you think you can come back to Malvern solo, I'm like, the hell you are. You're taking me. So we kind of just collabed and started doing it and getting into it, and it's kind of just progressively kept continuing and going and growing and going. We've been from East Coast to West Coast, uh, north south. We've tried to hit every place there is,
Hmm.
meeting different people, different groups out there, and just building a community, if you will, of paranormal friends and stuff. So as of lately, probably in the past year, I started doing more, actually, like wanting to, like, because I'm one of these guys where I know the useless information. I know small little things that just people are like, "Oh, I didn't know that." And for
Hmm.
some reason, I take that in and I soak it in and I'm like, did you know? And so I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna start like putting that together in form of like a TikTok series or something like that. So I just go around and finding the most smallest little stories or something that captivates a person. And my goal in the whole thing is I want you as a listener or a follower is to get up and go explore and relearn that history.
Hmm.
History is my jive. I love preserving it. I love storytelling. I love keeping that name alive, keeping the
Right.
story going. So yeah, I just started doing TikToks and sharing the stories, and it's been going pretty good. I've gotten a lot of people that have been like, I've lived in this town all my life and I never knew this, type of thing. Those are the
Right.
comments that I love. I just totally just I get so like just crazy happy knowing that somebody is just like, holy cow, that's so cool. And they even open up a tab or a book or something just to learn a little bit more about it. And that's my goal is just to spread the macabre, the weirdness, the even a creepy factor, but keeping the
Hmm.
history alive, stuff like that. So that's my story.
Well, I mean but it's a good story though because it's like you said, a lot of us don't even think about some of the small stuff like you have been doing, and the cemetery finds that you've been doing. It's like it's very very interesting. The knowledge, the lore behind it.
Mhm.
Do you ever like once you do those TikToks and explain the lores about them? Do you investigate that cemetery at night, or is that something that you like kind of stay away from? Just give the
I
lure though.
I'm kind of the guy that I pull away from cemeteries because that's a place of rest,
Hmm.
and I respect that. I'm not going to be the one to go in there and just cause mischief and amok and raise holy hell trying to get a response because you got to remember there could be 50,000 other souls that are there. They're at
Hmm.
rest. Like they're probably like my next door neighbor, like, shut the hell up. Like I'm at rest. This is my time. So I'm more the respectful type of person where I don't do that. Um,
Okay.
but I have done a couple because they just presented themselves because you don't get the chance to do that. So there's been a couple times where I've been to a cemetery past the time of night to
Hmm.
actually storytell and kind of sit and just listen. Because like it's kind of the golden rule. As a cemetery is from sun up to sundown. That and
Yep.
after sundown, it's closed. It's off limits. But I've had just a couple opportunities in some really, really like really cool places, and
Right.
I'm like, I. I can't say no to this. I can't pass this up. I'm going to take the opportunity to do it. But for the normal stuff, yeah, I just kind of like I let them do their thing and whatnot. So
So the process of investigating outdoors versus indoors, how much does that change for you when you investigate that? And do you take some knowledge from indoors to outdoors?
yeah, I mean of course, that's a struggle all in itself. Mother Nature outdoors is a whole different beast when it comes to stuff because there's so many times and I will honestly tell you, there's been a couple times being outdoors by myself investigating at a certain place, and you hear a noise and living out on a farm by myself and stuff, and I'm like, That's something that wants to eat me or, or like attack me, bite me. Try, yeah. I'm like, no, we're going to stay away from that, and we're going to continue on. We're going to go back inside. So, there's definitely some variances of we're trying to investigate outside compared to inside, 100%. And of course, Mother Nature being
Yeah.
another beast is just like you can't predict when the rain's going to happen, especially here in the Midwest. You know this as
Yeah.
well. It's I always say when you run your air conditioner and your heater in the same day, welcome to the
Hmm.
Midwest. So. But there's been like even just recently, I would say probably within a month's time, one of our other favorite locations was just Edinburgh Manor
Yep.
here in Iowa. Man, we had such a crazy interactive response to something that was outside of the building, and it
Hmm.
kept pulling us outside and it just wouldn't stop. And I mean, I've been to that place probably a good 18 to 20 times, and this was the first time where it just would not stop trying to take us outside. And it was kind of like it's scratching the head like what's going on out here. um,
Hmm.
Leaves you a little bit that question of like what is actually out here. When it comes to these county poor farms, people don't realize how much in the back area of that land is probably someone buried there. And I mean not just one or two, we're talking
Oh yeah.
hundreds of people, maybe
Yeah.
up to thousands of people buried out in these poor farm cemeteries, just
Mhm.
a potter's field. So
Yeah. Edinburgh is one of my favorites too. I've been there 3 times. I'll be going back at the end of July into August for 2 days. I think
nice.
doing investigations 2 nights instead of one at the same place, I think is a benefit. What is your opinion on that?
100%, 100%. The way I always look at it, and when I'm ever like doing a tour, I'm trying to like maybe we're doing an event, we're showing people like this side of the world, the realm, and you can always get those people that are like, well, you tell the story of the entity or a person or whatever the story might be, and I tell them like, don't be sad if it doesn't want to interact with you, like
Hmm.
don't be upset. Because the way you kind of have to look at it, in my eyes, anyways, this is my opinion. Uh, Entity is probably looking at you like, I don't know who the hell you are. I don't know your intentions. So it's going to take multiple times to try to just warm up and
Hmm.
let this other being know that what your intention is. Um, there's like one of the stories, Susie is a good case in Malvern where she was just, an older lady who was diagnosed as having like she was kind of like a kid, like she was 40 some years old or whatever. And she was like, some say like a 7-year old little girl. So people go in
Hmm.
there and they color and leave her notes, they interact with her. But they always say, well, the ladies are more accustomed to interact with her. And I'm like, exactly. I go in there, even if there was an actual physical 7-year old little girl, she ain't gonna want to color with me. She's gonna be like, you're a strange looking weirdo, get out of here. But if Sarah walks in and is like, hey, she's a mom, she's got the motherly thing, she's going to walk in there, sit down and do a coloring book. Susie's going to come out and interact with her tenfolds over me by any means. And I think that's the kind of the same way when it comes to like an actual location. The more that you're there, the more that you let them know, hey, Rob's here, the more that they're going to come out and be like, oh, yeah, we remember this guy. He's cool. And probably they won't say that. They'll say something stupid, but they'll come out and they'll enter, and then they'll say, "Yeah, okay, yeah, I remember this guy. He's legit. He's an okay guy." So
Yeah. Have
multiple
you?
days, yes, absolutely,
Yeah. Have you ever had come across where the house itself, the safe house, so to speak, has tied
yeah,
into the building?
oh yeah,
Because when we were in the basement, we had a group of 5 besides me. One of them decided to go sleep, take a nap in the house, and we
hmm
were all in the basement. We had
yep,
this spirit box going on, and it started talking about how someone's sleeping in the house.
Mm-hmm. So I gotta
That's
tell you,
creepy.
I gotta tell you a story on this because it ties in exactly with what your story is. But we were doing the same exact thing, and through the course of the night, we kept getting pulled outside. And at one point, we got pulled outside, and there was two of us that heard like footstep on the gravel because there's gravel road around the building. We could hear the
Hmm.
footstep and talking. And so we run out there on two different occasions and there was nothing there. But during two different events or two different locations, two different separate groups of people, both of these people, including me, had seen this like glow of this bluish hue light
Hmm.
come from outside inward. Like it was just I couldn't explain my like if I try to say like what I saw, it wouldn't make sense to anybody else. But I'm like, literally, the room just lit up blue right up here on the second level, and it happened again down on the bottom level on a completely different wing with a completely different group, and we never said anything to them. So two different groups, two different places in this bluish light. So hours later, one of our members, she's like, I'm tanked. I'm done. I can't do it no more.
Hmm.
Goes out, safe house, crashes, getting ready to crash. We go back inside. We go down in the basement. We're just doing our thing. And she literally calls her mom, who's right next to me, and she's screaming, "Get out here now."
Hey, Wayne.
And we're like, what's happening? We run out there, and she's like, someone just peered into the window in the safe house with a blue flashlight. And we're like, what the hell are you talking about? She was panicked. Like she saw this blue light. Somebody was peeping at her. And we ran outside. We combed the whole entire place, looking everywhere for somebody. We're like, okay, there's a line, and it was wild. It was wild, absolutely wild. And that place never ceases to amaze me. Really, it really doesn't.
Yeah, it's one of my few places that besides Malvern, um, that I like is Edinburgh.
Hmm. Yep.
So, yeah, well, Wayne's talking about the basement here, and um, that's who I was with is Small Town Paranormal, and
Okay.
uh, and man, I tell you, me and Wayne are the ones that stay up the longest out of the group,
Yeah.
because everybody gets so tired around 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I'm
Yep.
paid enough for here. I'm gonna stay up as long as I can until I
Right.
drop.
Right. Yeah.
And I think I don't know if it was like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning where we were in the basement and we had a spirit box and one of the apps on the phone that I think Spirit Talker we were using,
Mhm.
and it said, "Gonna kill you." We looked at each other like it's time to go.
Yep. I just got tired all of a sudden. I don't know about you.
I'm like, we're not messing with that, especially
Yeah. Yeah.
that early in the morning. And we've had things thrown at us. We had those checkers in
Yep.
the other room; those
Yep.
have been thrown at us.
Yep.
Crazy stuff in it, but I can't wait to get back
It's
there.
it's literally my number one place for actual physical movement. Like
Hmm.
I've never been to a place that has something actually being moved in the middle of the night. I'm
Yeah,
like, I've had a chain in the boiler room. I've had a link of chain thrown against the wall at us when we were in there, and I was like, "What the actual this, like, bro?"
yeah. The boiler room is the one that scares the crap out of me because I went in there and I saw a shadow person. Usually supposed to be standing by the boiler itself,
Hmm.
but I saw it on the other side by that door.
Okay. Yep.
And the feeling I got was if I stay in here, the lights, when they get turned out, it's a whole different feeling versus the lights
Hmm.
being on.
Yeah.
I felt like I was going to get my ass kicked.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm like, nope, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I just don't want to get my butt kicked.
Right. I don't want to walk
So
out of here and admit to everyone that I just got the living snot beat out of me by an invisible entity. Um, how do you recover from that? How do you
Right, right.
you revoke your man card? Like I don't know what to say.
I'm
You know?
a lot of times I'm not afraid to say something that like, no, not tonight. Maybe
Right,
tomorrow we'll try it again,
right.
because things change on a whim. You know.
Yeah, 100%.
Um, Now with a building like Edinburgh and a building like Malvern,
Mhm.
when it's storming outside, does the building change character itself and heats up, or do you think that the energy kind of slows down a little bit just to see what you're going to do and how your reaction is to the weather?
I I generally, because I've been to both locations when they've been peaceful and beautiful out, and both locations full thunderstorm lightning, and
Hmm.
it's that's a tough call. It really, really is because I mean it does add to the ambience of it, like
Hmm.
the I don't honestly know. I think it does personally. I think it kind of like enhances it a little bit. It's just you get the static charge, it's just in the air. It kind of just has a different feel, a different vibe, in my opinion. But
Yeah. And the thing is, too, is the gear that we use. I think we have to change the gear that we're using so the lightning does not affect it as
mhm.
much. Like the
Yeah,
tripwire,
yep,
it's affected by the lightning. It'll set
yep,
it off.
100%, 100%. Yep,
So too many false positives, and
yep,
that's one of the things that we gotta back away from when it comes to investigating.
yeah, yeah,
And so, yeah, nature's pump, yeah.
yeah.
Um, so it's just one of those things that I find interesting about the location. I'm not gonna lie, I was at Sheboygan Asylum. I don't know if you've ever been there.
I have not.
We were there in almost damn near tornadic weather,
Yep,
and
I can. Yeah,
that was pretty scary. I'm not gonna lie,
yeah.
Abby.
I mean,
Yeah,
just to be in any, even at your normal regular house with a tornado type of season going off, which I was just in, like just literally just a couple of weeks ago,
mhm,
is scary enough in itself because that's your house. Like the structural like integrity of it, right?
mhm,
But then you go to these older places that are is basically they're falling apart and whatnot, and you're like, how
is this
hard
gonna
are
come down
these?
on me?
Yeah, is this the night? Like, is this the night that I'm gonna join the building? Like, oh man, yeah.
Yeah, that's, I mean, if you could get a chance to go to Sheboygan Asylum, I
Oh,
would,
I
but,
I would 100% be there if I could. Yeah, yeah. So
it's different because now they got a haunted house actually set up in there.
okay, okay.
So,
It adds a little flair to it. Yep.
yeah, a little to it. It kinda to me, it kinda hurts the location when you do something like that, but
I could see it going both ways, honestly. But like, there's a place I've been to multiple times, Asylum 49, and you know, the the charge in the air from all the emotions of these people just being like scared out of their wits,
mhm,
once the doors are shut and it's just kind of just empty, it's such a weird vibe in there. And you got to wonder, like, can the spirits feed off of that energy, like that crazy, like, heart adrenaline pumping, like just going screaming, and then just quiet, and can they feed off of that a little bit, what I think it's fun too is I've heard multiple stories from people that are going through, and they're paying to go through this location to be
mhm.
scared. They get done with the end of it and they've asked people, like, what is your favorite part? We want to get a sense of, like, what is the what's the coolest part of that whole thing? And they're like, man, it was so crazy, but that little girl in the one room that was standing there staring at us. Oh man, that was the craziest. And we're like, okay, cool. They leave, and then you're like, I don't have the heart to tell them that there's no actress in that room. Like there's nobody that plays that part. So they probably legit saw a real entity, a real spirit that was
Mhm.
trying to scare them in a haunted house. Like, what are the odds?
Is that the one in Denver?
No, this is also Tooele, Utah, by Salt Lake City.
Okay. I wasn't quite sure. I know it was out west somewhere.
Yep. Yep, it's
But
one of my favorite places. I just love the cast and crew, the owner, and everything. It's such a cool place. So,
and now is that also the one where one half is still working and the other half is vacant?
so part of it is the asylum they call it itself, and then another part of it is a couple extra wings that they have, like different little pop shops. They have like it's kind of like a craft fair inside of building. They have a restaurant. They have like people that just make their own stuff at home and then they sell it there on site. So it's a really neat
Oh,
building and
okay.
stuff like that.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, because
actually,
it's an old nursing home is
right.
basically what it is. It's the hospital as well, but the nursing home wing, it's like in a center, and each wing goes out, and each one of those rooms is a different shop where people are just making stuff and selling it. So
All right, Wayne, you heard it here. That's on one of his bucket lists to go to Asylum 49. So,
yeah, you gotta go, gotta go.
is it fairly reasonable price or is it a little hefty?
Um, it's fairly reasonable. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't honestly tell you the price right now because
Well, yeah, it kind of changes.
normally, yeah, normally when I'm out there, I'm actually scaring. I'm working through the Halloween season and whatnot.
Okay.
But but yeah, it's such a cool place. Such a cool place.
Yeah, I definitely have to find some more video footage on that and peek into that more.
Yeah.
Um, Now, I mean, what is let's explain a little about Melbourne Manor. And I know Wayne has not been there; it's on their hit list too.
Mhm.
I want to talk about Melbourne and what makes it so unique from night to day and how it switches.
Yeah, it is. I mean, every location in a way I think is kind of like that. You know,
Hmm.
once the light switch hits, it becomes its own entity, if you will. But I tell you what, like most people that go into a building and they're waiting, like can't wait till it's dark, and then we're really going to get into this, and we're gonna, it's gonna be crazy. And I tell you what, some of the craziest, absolutely dumbest stuff that I've ever had has been during the day, during the early mornings of this location. And you got to remember, as it was running, it was, basically a nursing home type setting, kind of a county poor farm type thing.
Hmm.
So a lot of these older folks, and I hate to be that person that is going to turn into that, but they would get up at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. That's how they started the day. They go down and they, get some breakfast and they just start the day. And that's when we're getting a lot of the craziest stuff is during the early parts of the day,
Hmm.
right when they're basically getting on their normal routine. I've been laying on the couch, just completely passed out from a whole entire night of investigating. I'm laying on the couch trying to sleep, and all of a sudden, somebody's in the kitchen, like banging the cabinets around and stuff at like 4 in the morning. I'm like, what the hell is happening? Oh, yeah, there's a cook in there like starting the day, like you got to think of that.
Yeah.
It's wild to me.
Oh man, I can't wait for that.
Yeah. Malvern is such a cool place. It's just a fun location. I mean, and it's a great little Iowa small town gem.
Hmm.
It's a wonderful little building. It has, and I say this like sincerely, it is one of just few locations out there where we actually have the actual information on a lot of the people that were there.
Hmm.
We can actually pull names and tell the stories of what this person was like, what the characteristics were like. A lot of times you go into different locations and they're like, well, we call this guy the Shadow Man, or we call him
Right.
the Creeper, or we call him the Joker. This place, Malvern, we have a name. We know the name is Gracie. We know the name is Susie. We know the name is Rebecca. Like, we know that for a fact. So when you go into
Right.
this and you actually say, hi, Rebecca, how are you? You're talking to this entity, the spirit, as a real
Hmm.
person. And you're not just going in there going, hey, you, I don't know your name, but I'm going to call you a nickname. It's not going to be as personable, you know.
No.
They're going to come out and be like, hey, this person knows my name. This is so cool, you know. So
Right.
yeah, it comes to Malvern. It's one of a kind. It really is.
Right. And the same thing goes for Edinburgh as well. You got a book for Edinburgh too.
Yep.
Uh,
Thanks to Tori, we have all this
yeah.
information of all these different people that are out there that have actually passed away in these buildings, and
Right.
it's such a cool little thing.
So he's talking about Tori Westhoff that makes these books. She's, I think, have 4 books out there now. I want to say,
I believe so. Yeah. Yep.
yeah. So she's very, very knowledgeable in that stuff, and she takes her time and finds everything that you need to find about these people in there, and it's a really great aspect for your investigations and stuff
Yeah,
like
it's such a
that.
cool little tool to use during an actual investigations.
Hmm.
So yeah,
And now you'll get to go visit a jail soon.
will I? Question mark.
Well, I don't know when they're going to be taking the dates, but have you seen the live video he's been doing?
Yeah, yeah, I've been following along on the adventures and stuff. I actually just saw that they put a post up for a bunch of food vendors, food truck vendors, and stuff like that to come out
Hmm.
and you know, kind of give back to the town. It's such it's a small Iowa town. You know, like how do you sum up anything more than that? But yeah,
Right.
it comes alive when it's during that season, and I think it's a really really cool idea that Josh and Tori come up with on that. So yeah,
Yeah. Can't wait. So Wayne's got a question here for you.
yeah.
So he was wondering, are there any experiments you would like to do while investigating?
Is there anything specific that I like? Is
What you would want to try
what I would try?
or have done? He goes. So hey, Taryn.
One of my favorite ones, honestly, is doing the Esses method.
Hmm.
Um, but I really like when it's like a dual Estes and they're kind of in different locations, but close
I
enough
see
where
more
we
of that
can,
happening.
yeah, where we can get a back and forth with stuff.
Hmm.
It almost seems like it might have a conversation between the two. And of course, the two people that are actually under, have no idea what's going on. They could be just saying the
Right.
most absurd thing like purple or, like, and it doesn't make sense. Well, maybe the other person is actually asking a question or something. And it's kind of, it's a neat little thing to do, so there's a lot of tweaking that can be done with it yet, but
Hmm.
um, it's still a cool little trick, if you will, in the whole investigating realm of things. So
Yeah. I mean,
that's one
is
of
there
my
any,
favorites.
what is one of the most outside the box thing you've done that you want to try that you haven't yet?
Ooh, that's a good question. One of the coolest ones I ever partaked in, and I didn't know too much about it until I learned about it, but it was the human pendulum.
Mm.
Once I kind of saw it in action, I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. I like where this is at, Um, and I never really,
Vertigo.
yeah, don't do it if you have problem standing. But I actually was able. It was kind of wild how it came to be, but I happened to be in an asylum one night, and we were doing an event, and one of the younger ladies there, she was like, "Can you talk more about it and stuff?" So there was a group of three of them, and I said, "Sure." I'm like, "Do you want to partake in it? Do you want to try it?" And she was totally open for it. And I think everybody in there was a little skeptical about it, and stuff like that. But we tried it. We actually did it in the old surgical room, which is still set up as a surgery room, and it's you got to think how many people actually probably lost their lives in this room. But
Right.
but we tried it on her, and she nailed it. Like she came out of there going, "Holy crap, that just blew my mind." And the other people that were watching it were like, "What just happened?" And I'm like, "Yeah, something probably just interacted with you." And welcome to welcome to the paranormal game. Now you just been bitten.
Mm-hmm. Dual assist. Yep. He likes dual assist. Yep. Absolutely. Taryn, I know Taryn's not a fan of the human pendulum. I know she's not.
Oh,
Um,
and it's
yeah,
not for
she's
everybody. It
yeah.
really isn't. But
It's something different to try. I mean,
yeah, yeah. I'm like I'm a I'm a total fan of like trying anything that might actually not have any sort of electronical like equipment that a newer age, like if it's an older school thing that's like maybe been used for centuries or something, like absolutely. I want to see how this pans out. I want to know, like using the dowsing rods. Are you kidding me? Like something that's been around for like forever, it seems, and
hmm
being able to use them in a location and it works. Like it works so spot on. Man, that's wild, dude. That's so cool. I love stuff
have
like that.
have you tried laying on the embalming table at all? Have you done that yet?
Um, I don't think I've been. Yeah, I did one. Where was I? Waverly. I believe Waverly. Was the only
How'd
time
that
I've been.
experience go?
The table. It was cold. It was chilly. Um, but not much for any interactions or anything at the time. It's such a massive, massive, massive building. So we had a lot of other things happen in different parts of the building, stuff like that. But as far as on the table, no, it really wasn't anything going on at that moment. So, but yeah, just really
have,
cold. I
have you
remember
been to
that.
Have you been to Broadhead Manor yet?
Yeah, I've been to Broadhead.
Yeah. So they got an embalming table there, and
Is it newer or
it's been around. He's had it there probably for 10 plus years.
okay? Maybe
Now, everyone that's been on that table,
okay,
that's in that cemetery that's out there, the 250 people cemetery,
right.
all have been on that table.
That's right. Okay. Yep. 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 I do remember that. I didn't lay on it. I know that for a fact. But yes, now that you said that, I remember that story. Yep.
Different feeling.
Yep. 100%. 100%. It's kind of like seeing like out at Tombstone at the Black Mariah. You have this hearse that hauled how many people
hmm
from here down to the cemetery and stuff like that, and it's just like the vibe off of that thing alone is just on another realm, dude. It's
Yeah.
wild.
I had someone try to mess with my balls while I was laying in there.
Oh wow. Okay, that was TMI. Thank you for
I,
that.
I had to put it out there. It's like you
No,
should do
yeah,
it.
thank you. Now the mental picture is now forever burned in my brain and all the viewers. Leave a comment.
I had to say it. It's something that happened. Um, not that I was a fan of. But like, come on now, what are you doing?
Hello.
Yeah. Um, so Wayne wants to know if how do you feel about dressing up for a period of time at the location that you're at, and do you get a good response out of it?
Oh, 100%. 100%. I was just literally telling the group that I'm with as we're on our way to this location that I'm still waiting for people to guess, by the way. Um, but yeah, dressing up in old time garb and walking into the Birdcage Theater. Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Like,
Birdcage.
I mean, it can't get any better than that. It really can't. Just sit there and be able to play a game of poker or something with your friends
hmm
and you're dressed up as, as that time frame. Nothing can beat that. It was such a cool thing. And the interactions that we got that whole night were just something I'll never forget. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, I did that at the Baraboo Inn.
Okay.
That's Rob, such a big nerd.
Why am I such a what?
Big nerd.
A big nerd? Who said that? Give me an address, phone numbers right now.
United Shadow Praxis.
Wow. Shots
Wow.
fired. Yeah, wow.
Well,
Hurts right here.
well, if you think about it, we're all nerds.
Where anyone that's in this field and doing anything like this, you are 100% a nerd. 100%.
Yeah, I did fall down the stairs. That's right. I did fall down the stairs at the old Baraboo Inn.
Gracefully, I bet.
I was live when I did it. And my hand, it was like the second step down. I missed it and went sliding down, boom, hit my ass, hit my hip, and then I popped right back up and said, and we're still alive.
Nailed it.
And bleeding on the other hand pretty good. But they always give me shit about that. That will never go away.
No. Once you do that, then you're cooked, basically.
Yeah, I'm pretty cooked. Yeah. Yeah, elbow and everything. Yeah, it was all full blood. Yeah. And not to mention, find out later on that night is that a couple of people already have died at the bottom of the stairs from falling.
Oh, oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's a nice little tie into the story.
Yeah. I'm
Wow.
like, that's nice.
Yeah. Awesome.
We won't be coming down here that much lately. But other than that, how can people get a hold of you? And if they want to, go investigate with you, or are you open to doing that, investigating with others, or are you
Yeah,
more?
100%. I mean, just being in this little field, I've met such the neatest macabre of people, like from all over at different ages and different ranges and stuff like that. I absolutely love like just hunkering down and getting to know people and like shooting the shit, if you will, and going to
Mhm.
the spooky, creepy location or a haunted, historic, whatever it may be. Just yeah, like they said, I'm a nerd, guilty as charged. I love history. I love storytelling. I love people coming and you know just shooting the shit. That's my thing. I love that. So they can get me on Messenger on Facebook. I have my name Robert Gray Paranormal Mania through there. Come over, join. Follow me at my TikTok adventures and stuff like that. And
They're good. They're good adventures, people.
yeah, yeah. And also, no one has guessed where I'm going, and I'm really upset by that.
um,
I'm sad.
so apparently, I did not. Did I touch on any of them?
Nope. You
I didn't think
should.
so.
You did not.
Well, I haven't been to Iowa or Illinois very much, so I
Oh well, that's fine. But I will say
Ashmore
it's
Estates. You going there?
hey, you got it. That's where we're heading tomorrow night. Yep.
There you go, Ashmore Estates. That's one place I want to get to. I haven't been to yet.
Yeah. Awesome place. Awesome location.
Doing 2 nights.
We're just doing one night. We're just zooming down, and then we're staying here for the night and shorten the drive for us, and then we'll be coming back next day. So yeah, tomorrow night we'll be down there, and who knows? Maybe I'll do a TikTok or something on that. You never know.
Definitely got to do that. Um, so Wayne wants to know, what is your favorite piece of gear or piece of equipment? I know you said Estes, but is there anything else that you like that's your favorite?
Hmm. Um. Boy, that's a good question.
There's so much out there. I mean,
There's so much out there, but honestly, the one thing is sitting by yourself in the total darkness, quiet, and just listening sensing, feeling, and trying to just pick it up that way. And it's like you are your best piece of equipment. It sounds like, oh, the general, oh, it's such a cop out answer, but it honestly is. It's the easiest way for anyone to get an interaction, because we say it so many different times with different people, and we're like, "Where's the cameras rolling?" No. Well, that's when shit is going on, and
Hmm.
it's almost like we say it like all the time. If the cameras are going, it ain't gonna happen. It's usually when the stuff is off, turned off, powered off, or whatever, and you're just sitting and chilling. When you're sitting, chilling, and bullshitting, that's usually when stuff starts picking up, because they want to come out and interact with you as you're being a goober, as you're telling stories or telling jokes or whatever. That's usually the time that it all comes together. It
Hmm.
seems to be. So, my answer is like, I am my favorite piece of equipment. Like, I like just going down, sitting, chilling, and having nothing else around and just listening, because then that's when stuff really, really, really amps up. It seems like, you know.
You
So,
become with the building because you're
yeah,
feeling the building.
yeah. You let the environment, come to you, if you will.
I probably
So,
fall asleep.
has
Let's
anybody
see.
checked Darren? He's been down there for 6.5 hours. What's going on?
That's what happens when you work in a factory. You get tired. You turn the lights on. You're out.
Yep.
So Wayne was wondering if the roof is fixed at Ashmore yet.
It's in the process right now, I guess.
Hey, Crystal.
We were also wondering that, because we were like, we're already booked. We're kind of heading down. Um, are we good? And they looked ahead. They asked the questions that I had, and were like, "Yeah, you're good. You're good. Come on down." Still, um, so I don't know. Once we get down there, we'll see kind of like the whole entire what's going on, I guess. But
Mhm. Did it get hit
yeah,
by a tornado?
I don't know if it was a full twister or just straight line winds or what it was, but yeah, something. And
Hmm.
isn't it like? Don't I? I could be completely wrong, but I swear, like years and years and years ago, when I think Ghost Adventures like first went there, I think, wasn't there a giant tornado that like came through right at that same time or something, and totally like it was an ordeal. I remember that. I could be
I'm
wrong.
not
I could be wrong,
sure.
but
I'm
I
not sure.
swear, if I remember in my archive of useless information, that that happened.
I
But
know that Missouri State Penitentiary had a tornado
oh
hit.
yeah,
I believe it
yeah,
was
that
Building
was.
4 that hit.
Yeah, because we were down there one year, and they're like, "Well, you can see it from here, but we're not letting anybody over there because the roof was
Yeah.
gone." And I'm like, "Well, how convenient is that?" Dang.
Well, then they opened up those cells that are like centennial cells or whatever it is.
Yep,
So
yep,
that
yep,
took over that aspect of it.
yep, yep.
Um, so has there been a location that you've been to that you've gotten so freaked out that you're not sure if you're going to be able to go back, or a
Mm,
location that is like, okay, this isn't what it was cracked up to be, and I probably won't come back to this location.
I hmm, great question. I've been to two locations that
Hey, bet.
kind of freaked the absolute tar out of me, if you will.
Hmm.
Um, One of them was the Hinsdale house,
Yep, that would do it.
but I would go back. It wasn't enough to, it left me scratching my head, and I have no hair, by the way. I was like,
Don't either.
what the hell just happened? It's still to this day, like when I tell the story, I'm like, I cannot explain what the hell just happened. I can't. It freaked me out. It absolutely did. But it left me kind of like, I'd go back 100% on that one. Uh,
Well, the one with that one is that you got inside and outside,
and outside. Yeah, 100%.
so it could play off each other real easily.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, it's not just like there's some places that, oh, there's just the building, just the building, just the building. They're like, no, this whole entire
Yeah.
hill and everything back here is really jacked up. The other location that I had a really like eh, with would be the Sally House, and but I overcame
Okay.
it and I went back. I've been there a couple times now, but there was one time that just something just was like off off the charts, off the meter with this. I was like, I'm just gonna just go over here, guys. Check you later, like so
That
but
one
I
hits
like I said,
different with
I've
a
been
lot of
back.
people heard though.
What's that?
Sally House, I heard hits a lot of people a lot different. I mean, it's a
There's
mixed bag.
yeah, like there's been times I go there and literally nothing has happened, and there's times I go there and I'm like, man, something I just don't feel quite the same. I feel really, really creeped out right now. So,
Yeah, it hit
so, but
Josh pretty hard too.
yeah, Josh and Johnny, I know. Johnny
Mhm,
said he'd never go back after his last little thing that happened. But I mean,
mhm.
but yeah, I've never been actually like I'm never going to that location ever again type of vibe, I guess. So, not yet. Knock on wood. So,
Uh, so United was wondering about the basement. He said you forgot about the basement at Hinsdale.
oh yeah, the basement. Yeah, we travel all the way out to this dang place. We set up and we do our thing, and I forget how long it was afterwards.
Hmm.
And Thomas messaged me, "Did you know there's a basement there?" And I'm like, "What? How the hell did we miss that little bit of trivia?" So yeah, we want to go back out and just say we investigated the basement as well. We didn't know it was there, had no clue. We were so worried about the living room and the upstairs bedrooms and stuff that it just bypassed us. I don't know how, but yeah,
Well, that's also one of the few houses that's actually had an exorcism done to the house that actually failed.
100%. Yeah, so I slept in that room, and man, it was not a full slept night. I can tell you that on my end. Anyways, Sarah
Mhm.
slept up in the bedroom like a little kid on Christmas morning. She was just like, "Time to get out and go play," and I'm just like, I can't. I'm so tired.
Wayne had a run in with a raccoon here. He was saying,
Oh yeah, Indiana Sanatorium. Yes, I remember the last time I was there, a
"Haven't
group of
been yet."
us were down one way and the group was down the other, and I heard this blood curdling scream from this female, and we looked at each other like, "Oh my God, what happened?" And we run all the way back, and we're like, "Is everybody okay? Is everybody fine?" And one of the girls was like, "There's a snake in the wall," and I'm like, "Excuse me? The hell did you just say to me?" I see no other way. We have to burn the place down. That's the only solution to this. Good Lord.
Well, I'd be okay with a snake versus having come across the Australian spiders.
Ooh, yeah. No. Spiders and snakes. I'm like, no, I'm good. Thanks. Thanks. I'll take a raccoon.
I
I
would
could
take a
battle a
raccoon in.
raccoon,
Yep.
yeah. But snake in the wall, nope.
Yeah.
I'm out.
No, I can't handle snakes too much. My wife, we went to this one thing, or were able to hold the snakes and stuff. They had some albino snakes and whatever pythons. Her and my daughter would just hold them on their shoulders like that, and then I'm like, she goes, "You want to try it?" Nope, I'm good. I'm gonna look at this over here.
Oh, look it, there's bunny rabbits. I'm all about that.
There's a ferret. It stinks. I'll take the stench out of that
Yep.
versus
Yep.
on that snake. Nope, nope, nope. Well, Robert, this has been a great interview and all that stuff, and hopefully you have a good time tomorrow,
I'm hoping
and
as well. I'm hoping as well.
go live definitely if you can.
I
For
will
those of
try.
you, check him out on TikTok if he goes on TikTok, or do you go live on Facebook and all, or YouTube?
Not very often. I used to do it several times here or there, but I still yet to have done the TikTok live thing. I don't know. I'm kind of like I'm new to this whole thing. I'm too old for this stuff, but But who knows? Maybe tomorrow, if we're getting a lot of like cool stuff happening, maybe I'll open up and let you guys come along with our adventure and see what's going on. So love to have you
Yeah,
over there.
absolutely. Now, maybe later on, if you get a hold of Josh, he's been doing this new app called Ghost Chatter,
Hmm.
and you
Heard of
go
it,
live
but
on that,
yep,
and questions will prompt for you.
right.
What are your thoughts on that before we head out?
I th- it's a cool concept, 100%. Like it's the new. Is it the new way, the new era, if you will, the new type of bringing the audience from their couch to an actual location and joining along like it makes you think though, like, right, is this the new meta, if you will?
Hmm.
um it's a cool concept, 100%. Like, why not? We like, it's like when we were younger, which was a long time ago.
Yeah,
But like, when webcams came to be and stuff like that, it was like learning and finding out how these different locations that are out there in the world that we would never be able to actually get to, but you could see them in real time and stuff like that. So it's kind of like the
right.
same new thing. Is it? It's the new wave of technology in ghost hunting, if you will. Like,
Hmm.
eh, that's what's so strange about this field is there's so many
It's
different.
changing.
Yeah, it's always changing. There's always a new idea and something bringing forth to the table. Like, hey, check this out. It's like,
Hmm.
I like the concept of this. Let's interact with it. Let's do it a little bit more and stuff like that. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's totally cool. I'm
I think
down with it.
it's gonna replace Facebook because not a lot of people are doing Facebook lives for
Right,
investigations. See, I
right.
used to get on there
It's
all the time and interact.
and I've noticed too, like the way that the Facebook gods do it. But like, like 5, 6, 7 years ago, when you would do a Facebook, it was your Facebook. Like, you just saw the people that you were interacting with and stuff like that. But now, fast forward to today's time, I open up that thing and I might see 4 or 5 actual posts from people that I know, and the rest is just this endless amount of reels and feeds and ads and stuff. And I'm like, this isn't the same stuff that I had so many years ago. Like, where is
Right,
it? It's just
right.
gone now, and it's kind of a bummer. But things change, and it sucks sometimes, but not all the time. So maybe we'll see how this thing goes. It really could be the new way to do things. So
Yeah, there's a lot more stuff on there than just that portion of it. So that's the good
right.
thing. So,
Um, yeah.
other than that, all right, Robert, thank you for joining us tonight. I'll let you guys get to your supper and your nap and your sleep before you head out to the big night tomorrow, and
All right.
catch you on another live soon.
Sounds
And
good.
if not, hopefully see you in person. It's been a while, and I need to.
Uh, Sooner than later, for sure. Sooner than later. And thank you for having me, and thank you for all the questions and everybody joining along. And I appreciate you all. And yeah, hopefully,
Absolutely.
hopefully we'll see you pretty soon.
Yeah. Yeah. I need to get out there. Get out there.
Yes.
All right, everybody. Well, hopefully you have a good rest of your Thursday and a good rest of your weekend. And I'll be back in 2 weeks. 2 weeks with Josh Hurd.
Ooh,
So,
who's that guy? Who is he?
oh, he's that guy.
He sounds like a nerd. He sounds like a nerd. If you've ever met a nerd, that guy, nerd. He's even got the
uh,
glasses for it.
Guaranteed, we'll be talking about the jail, sleeper
Yep.
mortuary,
Sleeper.
and Melbourne Manor.
Yes,
So,
100%. 100%.
so stay tuned for that, and I will bid you all a good do, and I'll see you soon.
See you guys.
So long, everybody.